Uh-huh.
Oh wow. It's dancing. It's dancing.
It's got Tushar's taste buds all over the place.
Welcome back to TFDD Whiskey. I am Max.
I am Jonny.
I am Tushar.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a little review of the Hard Truth 7-year rye.
Woohoo!
It is very small batch, grain to glass.
Small batches.
107 proof, and there was 10 barrels.
That's very small.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've had some other Hard Truth ryes. They've always been pretty good. Curious to see what you guys think, because I'll be completely honest. When I first fresh cracked this, I did not like it. And I went back to it, and it actually opened up a lot. Like, it kind of took me by surprise.
Hard Truth 7-year small batch rye. I think they released a whole set of 7-year bourbon rye and 4-grain. Is that what they released, or is it 4-grain, or is it something else? Sweet mash.
Bourbon rye and
And these are all sweet mash, right?
Yeah, it's bourbon rye and
okay.
wheat, yeah.
Okay. And they're all sweet mash, right? They don't do sour mash that much
Yes.
now. They do a lot of sweet mash.
It's all sweet mash.
For those who don't know what sweet mash is, look it up. Sometimes I also don't know. You have Google.
I feel like the nose is very, very, very sweet, and I don't get a whole lot of, like, rye spice, personally. That's just me.
I'm getting a pretty weak nose, at least to me. Maybe it's like, it's there. I'm not getting a lot of rye, but it's not very jumping out the glass.
No.
I got a lot of, like, the first time I sniffed it, and also I'm coming off a little bit of cold, so my senses are a little off. But I got a lot of that rich oak, but also a rich fruit, like a jammy note for a second. Like rich mixed fruit jam with varnish. Doesn't make any sense, but that's what I smell. I can see a little bit of now vanilla.
Yeah, I can be put on the strawberry train. That kind of fruit. I'm getting a
Yeah,
little bit.
something like a darker stone fruit. Let's just say that a darker stone fruit, like fresher with oak is there. Like you can smell the oak. It's not overpowering, but kind of like there is good oak to it.
Because, see, I feel like that stone fruit note you guys are pulling, to me, comes out on the palate, at least to me. And then I also get kind of like a sugary, like...
I'm getting a little marshmallow here.
It's like a sugary, like, I don't know. Like, I want to say like a creme brulee, but not that, like a burnt sugar almost.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. In the nose, I haven't sipped it.
And I don't get I don't get any ethanol either, to be honest.
It's very viscous, I would say. I got a good mouthfeel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. It's dancing. It's dancing.
It's got Tushar's taste buds all over the place.
Yeah. It has that kind of quintessential rye note that I love, which is like a very sweet, in the mid-palate note, like starts off with a little bit of alcohol, not alcohol, just like a hint of sweetness, and then turns into very sweet. And at the back end, you can feel the rye spice. It's not a minty rye. So for those people who don't like dill or minty rye, this is not. This is a spicy, more of like a white pepper kind of spice, rather than minty or earthy. There's still some earthiness, but more white pepper. It's not as spicy on the back end.
Yeah, and I want to say MSRP on these is like 80.
Yeah.
So not awful, but also not great in my opinion. But then again, like
we'll get to that. Let's see what Max thinks, and we'll decide that in the end if we want to make you go down and buy us more.
Right
down the road.
I don't get the age on the palate. I wouldn't say this is like any different from Hard Truth's other products in terms. I don't get a lot of oak. I get the rye notes Tushar's getting.
I can see that. I think 7 years for rye, maybe just rye is such a dominant grain that maybe the oak on the palate is not as present as I would like it to be, or you would think about it. Could be that, or could be just how they mixed it and the profile they wanted for this. I'm not saying I don't get the oak, but I do understand what Max is saying, that the normal rye, like the double oak rye and stuff, the overall flavor is not that different. So if there are 4 or 5 years bottle and bond 6-year rye, this is not taking it to a very next level. It's still very awesome whiskey though.
Yes.
I will say I don't have much experience with Hard Truth. Maybe you guys can attest or have more perspective, but maybe the age lends to the viscosity in this case. I'm not sure if other Hard Truth products are this viscous.
I have to compare, but it's been a while. I have 3 or 4 of them and I like their products a lot. I don't buy every product from them, but I do. We've talked about in other videos. Like that's one of my favorite distilleries from Indiana.
I only have two of their bottles, this and then a double oak bourbon. I've tried the 7-year wheated, and I believe it's 116 proof, I think. And I thought that drank extremely hot, and it was nowhere near on the same level as the rye as far as like mouthfeel, flavor, anything. Like, to me, the wheated was just so hot, and that's like I could hardly pull notes off of it. Which then again, I think I only had one warm up pour, and it was like 100 proof, and then I went to basically 116, or it's either 116 or 117, I forget, and it just wasn't for me.
Overall, in terms of just the review of this, I feel for $80 or $70, whatever the MSRP is, it's a very solid bottle. You won't be disappointed. If you like rye and you don't like minty rye, I would say if you find it. The alternate I would say is maybe find a single barrel of Hard Truth's rye somewhere that the store did. If you can't find this, and see, because single barrels, again, they have a variety. They can change a little bit if you trust the local store or a person or a group that has done it. That could be an alternate. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, I think for $80, you can't ask more at today's day and age.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like for $80, a 7-year rye from like, I guess, a distillery that's basically in my backyard. Like,
it's a craft
you can't
distillery.
go wrong.
Yeah, you can get $70-$80 good products from legacy distilleries, but from craft it's harder and harder because of the cost and everything. So I really I'm happy you got to try it, and find one at the price that I said. I might buy one.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and shift towards the rating scale we did in previous videos for beginners and stuff like that. So however you guys want to do the thumbs, for beginners, again, people that are probably new to this hobby, less than 6 months, where would you rate this? Thumbs?
Middle.
Middle to low, I would say. If you're new to this hobby and new to rye, there is a little bit of enhanced flavor of the stuff that you might have tried that might throw you away, like, okay, it is too astringent, or is it too alcohol forward, or is it too spicy? Could be wrong. I would say, for the best way I can say it, if you're new to this, try it before buy.
Yes.
If you're 6 months and less, try before buy.
Jonny,
for people who are more into rye whiskeys, go ahead, give it a try, man. You won't be disappointed. It's pretty decent. Not earth-shattering, but not everything has to be. Sometimes you just want a good pour, and this fucker does that.
Yeah. In terms of middle of the tier, 6 months to a year, like kind of in it. Well, where would you rate this?
Oh, thumbs up.
Yes.
Try it.
Like
Thumbs up, try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? What? I think you didn't like it as much as I did, and Jonny did.
I think the more.
But let's hear what is something you're not liking.
The more I drank it, I take back my statement about the age not showing through. You get a good front palate that's really sweet, strawberry. You can make argument, pepper, spice, but then I'm getting a tannin that kind of hits you. It's not like a sweet cherry, but there's a little bit of a tannin that stops you. And to me, I can see myself, I wouldn't be mad that I bought it, but I'm not like, it's not a waste of money. It's worth the money.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
I would back it up on you on that I'm not actively going out now or looking for this bottle. Mm-hmm. But if I'm there and it happens to be there and I see the price is correct for me that day, I will buy it. I will not be mad that, I bought another bottle. I don't know what it is. It's just that level of, that's the rating scale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jonny, got anything to add?
No, I can get behind that. I mean, I'm in agreement with both of you. Like, I feel like my thumb is kind of like all over the place in a sense, because you got.
And you have your own personal issues. Disabilities happen to everybody. We don't have to talk about it.
Where's it wandering?
Where are you going? Where are you going with the thumb?
I don't know yet. You're gonna be surprised though. I feel like with some of the I'm gonna go a little bit off topic here, but everyone was talking about one of the Hard Truth ryes that was like a Kroger pick that had like a chocolate malt or chocolate something.
Mm-hmm.
And
chocolate malted rye.
Yes.
They roast the malted rye, and then it has like a black coffee, dark chocolate, chocolate flavor that sometimes comes from those processes.
Yeah, and like everyone was talking about those, in which I never got one or tried it, and like I don't know off the top of my head how much like those 6-year single barrels are or how much the picks are. Like I would love to try a pick compared to this and blind it and see like what one's gonna come out on top. Um, the price being either 70 or $80. Like that's not bad for a craft 7-year rye that they're doing like grain to glass, if you will. Like you can't knock that. So I don't know. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's good. Will I buy another bottle? No. But that's just my opinion.
No, I think that seals it up. Like we like it, we recommend it, but it's not something that is recommended for like go right now. It's not something we are sad that we have. It's really good pour. It's a damn good pour. That's how we leave it to there.
All right. Now, lastly, for people that are the connoisseurs, people that have been into the game for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, where are you rating this, Thumbs?
I'm going middle.
I'm still middle. I'm middle all the way across the board on this one.
I'm gonna shift it to middle because if you have been into the game and have had experiences with different kind of whiskeys, especially rye whiskeys, then it's different enough for you to pique interest, but also not fully developed enough for you to go crazy about it. So I think it's a good solid middle. That's it, I guess. See you guys next time.
See you guys next time.
Cheers.
See you guys next time. Cheers.